This video is going to be very nostalgic. 6 years ago now, I went to my very first meetup. It was Ancoats Coffee, Manchester. It was the very first Falcon meetup and I absolutely loved it. And that kind of set the tone for the rest of the years to come. Over 6 years following that now, I've just hosted my very first Envision Markets event / meetup. It was in Manchester. We hired a mint venue and we just went all out to really just help the members and actually have an incredible day. Then afterwards, we then took everyone to that same coffee shop, which I went to 6 years ago now. So really just going back to my roots to where I first started. Enjoy the video and I hope you enjoy the video. Morning boys, open up.
Haven't interrupted a spooning session.
Hopefully a successful first.
To the very first Envision event, guys.
And cheers to you.
Cheers, guys.
Still the hot coffee. Nice though.
Nice.
Blow your head off.
Woo!
Beautiful.
Yeah,
We've
boys.
got about 25 mugs in here.
25 mugs.
Beautiful.
And 3 of them are here.
Sells in.
Oh, I like this. Fucking some Uber this, mate. Some Uber.
Let's get ourselves to the event.
You got the
Hello, sir.
Hello.
every month. Pens are in the orange bag.
One more. Oh, you set yourself up? Can he do it? Can he be? Millionaire!
How are you? You outside? I'm just gonna go
So I'm actually really excited. Sad, but
people don't realise what it's like.
yeah, man, it's great. Yeah, I recognise you as well. Oh, this guy. See this guy? Look at that.
Just take a seat anywhere, guys, honestly. Yeah, go sit down. Grab a seat. Don't be shy of the front row, we don't bite. Last thing you want is have a guy for this.
Right, so what is Envision?
How are you doing this? So many angles. Anyway, as a lot of you will know, I'm Thomas. I've been a trader, what, seven years now?
Yeah, so I'm Elliot. I've been trading since February 2018. Spent a lot of money on learning how to trade.
I think a lot of people want a quick journey in trading. It's never the case. I've been in the market 7 years now. When I started, I was 19. So naive kid, wanted to learn the markets. People don't see the late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices. I'm sure I can relate to a lot of you here. It's just, no one sees it, right? But you just got to persist, you got to go through it. I've been talking to some of you today, and it's a very similar journey. You just got to persist through it, go through the trials, tribulations, and if you persist long enough, you've got a great chance. ET, what is ET? How do we trade? So we start on 15-second time frame. Always been foundations. No, we start on the high time frames, of course. ET is basically a complete framework for all traders of all calibers. It walks you through step by step how to trade your style successfully. But like I said before, we've got a mechanicalized edge, but we have that element of discretion as well, which is really important. At this point, we'd welcomed everyone in, everyone was sat down, we started to break down the Envision strategy, walk everyone through the different concepts we teach in Envision Technicals and throughout the community itself, and break that down. Give examples, different analogies, different ways to explain it, and then we got into a trade recap. So this was a trade that I took myself a few weeks back, which was a euro dollar short. beautiful trade. A few other people within the group as well also took the same trade, which made it great because we could give feedback on different things and different people had different perspectives, which was incredible. And then we got into a live Q&A.
We're playing pullbacks this afternoon, therefore we can essentially see these deep pullbacks in price before we start running again. They just need to say capitalize on the move. That's like how it all kind of clicks, right? People are buying up here because they've seen this play so many times and they're like, do you know what, I'm just going to go for the next breaker structure and the next one and the next one. But if they really thought about it and were like, this can keep going if it wants, but I would rather buy lower, right?
Manipulation, right? So what is manipulation? We'll put it, we make that a very mechanical process. Once you see that being present on the chart, then you can start looking for the next one. So in the lower time frame, right? It's basically just entry drill from there on out. And it's very similar to your pure action, which is hilarious. We never discussed this.
It's not as if it's hit TV, I'm trading my stock, I'm paying myself, and then price starts to pull back. And then for me, you can say, yeah, as soon as price broke the high, I'm out 3% banked in the course of 2-3 hours, in and out, pro trend.
Yeah.
With London sentiment. So we would have expected London high to be taken out during the switchover session for then New York to pull back before 1:30 p.m. GMT. That's usually the pullback thing. And then it continues.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and I get tremendous value out of doing exactly how it is. It's just, like you say, seeing so many people now scale and progress and diversify. I was just curious, like you say, you adapting as well and evolving as a team now with more resources. It was more just like excited to see what's to come in everyone's journey. So yeah, awesome.
You said it actually, it's not necessarily about adding more things in.
Yeah.
It's in regards to trading as well.
Yeah.
People want to add stuff in, indicators, all this shit basically. It's about taking things away. That's the key. If you look at any successful person, it's not necessarily the influx of everything they do, it's how much they can remove distractions, notifications, divert other things like emails to other people.
Yeah.
It's all about taking things away. Same in trading. Keep it simple. Less is always more.
I have children, I want to be there for the first 2 years of their life with no interruptions. Right, so I want to watch them grow up, I want to hear them say the first word, I want to see them walk, I want to teach them to ride a bike, you know. Oh, that's my goal at trading, is to have the funds to do that. That's my long-term vision, right, and to be able to provide for my family. It's not about what car I buy or what watch I have, right? I drive a 13-year-old Golf. It's a 1.6 diesel, it's got 113,000 miles on the clock. I'm not fancy, dude. Right, and that's the kind of thing, right? So that's one side of me and where I want to go.
So he understands like when to treat it in the right way, therefore he's willing to deploy capital in that avenue. And it's scalable as well, that's a good thing. It's not just like, you know, he's giving me 10k, it's like the ability to scale, you know, which is the key. You in your trading journey, you'll get people offer you capital. It could be a barber, it could be like a PT. They'll offer to give you 10k, but the ability to scale is a completely different mindset. If they have 500k a mil, 2 mil in the bank, then it starts to make more sense. So yeah, that's where I am with trading. I feel good. Last few years has been brilliant. Last 3 years, obviously trade the same style and just been developing this. Prior to that, I was consistent with the previous style and then just came over. But throughout that, trials, tribulations, setbacks, periods where I fucking hated trading, wanted to throw the laptop out the window, question myself, question my ability, question everything about life. You go through that, but you need to go through that in order to progress to the next level. You know, so.
I think you got it.
Yeah, solid.
When I'll start there in NFT,
Your risk is adapted for that. When you get to 100k, it's like, right, okay, business meeting with Elliot. What did you do? What happened? What was wrong? What's the plan going forward? And that's my reset point, is break even. Everyone's like, oh, I'm minus 6% on my challenge, but my target's 10. So if we just take a 1 to whatever, I'm there. No, I don't do that. It's like, how do I get from that to break even to making money, right? Everyone's like, they protect their capital, but they don't when they're in drawdown. When you've got profits on the table, you can't let it pull back to break even like you wouldn't in profit. Take the wins, build your confidence, of slowly and steadily.
Let's say you've hit 5% drawdown, you halve the risk, so it's going to take you roughly 10% to get back. If you then do that, and you do that a few times, your confidence in yourself rises dramatically. You come out of that and you feel like you can do it. Not in an egotistical way, but it's like, if this ever happens, I've got a system in place so that I can come out of it successfully. Because that's what being a trader is all about. It's not about, like you said, big swings in equity and then big drawdown periods. It's about minimizing the drawdown as much as you can.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone coming today. Let's cut straight to the chase. We'll break the ice, get networking with each other. This is where you make personal relationships that could last you a lifetime. For example, my first meetup was just over 6 years ago now. Matt the cameraman, I'm sure you want to shout out. A typical example, we met just before that. We went to meetups together. 6-7 years down the line, we're still mates. He's in my circle. You never know who you can meet, so embrace it, take it as an edge, and go and connect.
Charge 24/7, which is an asset for you right now.
How you doing, mate? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, I recognise your name from Discord. People think trading is this thing where it's like it all clicks at once. It doesn't. It's going to be an accumulation effect. Like I said in there, like it's also not about just trading as well. It's about overall life. If you can level up your health, your fitness, relationships, diet, if you keep everything clean, trading will naturally flourish. It's not rocket science. I think people think it is, but it's not. So in terms of self-belief, are you not believing in entries, or are you not believing in the model, or are you not believing in
just my own, like,
your self-execution?
like, I'm right about what I'm doing.
Right, okay.
Which is a
Well,
bit,
the way you practice that is stop trying to be perfect, number one, and actually open yourself up to failure. I think that's what you're not doing right now. I think if you're honest with yourself, if you're really honest with yourself now, you want the perfection of, I want to be right. Whether it's 100% of the time or 80% of the time. Whereas if you open yourself up to say, I don't mind failing, for the next 6 months, if I took every single month as a losing month, as long as I'm moving forward and I back myself, I'm fine with that. If you can...
thing is taking a trade that maybe if I come back to it, it isn't aligned.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a thing of I don't want to have that.
Mate, but the thing is, you're missing out on key lessons by not taking them trades. The amount of times I've taken a trade where like everything aligns, even until recently, it happened, and then price doesn't intentionally break on the lower time frames. I still take it. I take a break even or a loss, and I'm like, so you've got to take the trades. That's the only way you progress. Right. Really, if you really focus on that, you'll be fucking levels above in a few months. Because like you've got that perfectionism. You have, yeah. So if you lean into failure more, failure is not a bad thing. Failure without failing forward is a different thing. You'd be failing forward because you're gathering data by taking the losses. Don't be bothered about taking losses. Even if you have to go half risk or quarter risk, get the data. Don't be afraid of showing up on our review call 2% down for the month. It doesn't matter.
What are people going to think of this?
Yeah. It's understandable, but don't worry about that. I'm down -2 for this month. But like Q1 was good for me. So it's like I don't care about going on, let's say the end of the month is not great, I finish on -2. I'll happily go on that review call and say, these are the trades that I took. They didn't work out. It's just a negative month. Yeah, but I think you're afraid to do that, so you need to get out of that. Well, the only way you do that is fluidity in your approach.
Alright guys, I appreciate every single one of you that has had the time to today. Hopefully you got a lot of value. We're now going to go to the coffee shop. We welcome everyone to come with us. I know it's a lot of people. So if you want to come along, we're going to do some food just outside and we'll just get ourselves there. So, go through.
Manchester 20, not welcome 20.
Did I say welcome 20?
There he is. Hey.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. This is where you have the one with Michael. Yeah, everyone's outside just there by the way.
Are they?
Yeah, just straight from the left.
He works on, you know, the whole. Once the actual meetup was finished, we all then went to the coffee shop, Ancoats Coffee. We all rocked up there, and it was a case of just finding a spare seat wherever we could. We managed to find a free table, and not only did we network with each other and chat about different things, we also had an exercise planned for a lot of the members so that we could really accelerate that learning standpoint. So what we did is we printed out before and after screenshots from different pairs. So this was Euro dollar, dollar Swiss, and we had some futures involved as well. The members were given a before screenshot and told to analyze it, give their honest thoughts. What was price likely to do? What direction was you looking for? And then in terms of an actual entry, what was you looking for an entry? And is there anything that would stop you taking that trade? For example, if we had a break of structure and then price was pulling back quite aggressively, would that stop you taking the trade, etc.? And then they were told, right, how would you actually manage the trade? So what we're doing here, we're getting the members thinking for themselves independently and guiding them on the right path to actually making that decision for themselves. So it was a great exercise to do, and we would then guide them and answer any questions they have regarding their technicals.